Hello, my friends. How are you doing? Get set up here. Okay. Well, I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. Chauncey, how you doing, man? Um, Let me know as always if the audio is okay. And Fluffy, my man. Okay, here we are. Uh, hope you had a great Ian. Hope you had a great Ian. Uh, I've got these different headphones on. They're the same kind, but my voice sounds muffled in them. Does my voice sound muffled? Hey, Yvonne, how you doing? Dinner time there, yeah, right. Um, let's see if I can. Let's do this here a little bit. There we go. Fluffy, I don't know. Oregon celebrated Thanksgiving the day after. So cool. I hope you had a great time. Yeah, we did, Fluffy. We the It worked out for my daughters to be here and to all at the same time on Friday. So we did our Thanksgiving on Friday, which was great. If Rochelle put together a spread, she outdid herself again. If you go to my Instagram, Marty in Oregon on Instagram, there's a little video of our dinner table, and it was really good. I still have a food baby. But it was a good time. At one point, there was 9 women and me at the table because we had some friends and the girls had friends and daughter-in-law and stuff, and it was it was really good. We we laughed a lot. I drank too much wine, and boy, wine can really, man, if you drink 3 or 4 glasses of wine, for some reason, I don't know if it's the sugar or what, but it just really, whoo-wee. It's a little bit, has a little bit different effect than the clear liquor. So, yeah, let's see here. Okay, so yeah, had a great time with the girls. They're all gone now. It's a little bit. Rochelle and I yesterday. My 2 middle daughters. My youngest daughter Naomi, she lives with us still. She's 19. But my 2 middle daughters, she was out during the day. My 2 middle daughters were here, and then they left in the early afternoon. And then you're just kind of sitting there after having all that fun with your family. And I suppose some of you know what it's like to be empty nesters or close to that. And it can be a little bit like, oh, what do we do with ourselves? But anyway, Rochelle and I had a nice quiet evening last night, and we watched a movie it just came up on Netflix. Darren Aronofsky's new movie called Caught Stealing with is it Austin Butler? Man, that was really good. It's kind of a action black comedy, but just really well made. Of course, he's a great filmmaker. Um, who's Lisa Bonet's daughter? She was the love interest. Um, One of the guys plays his neighbor is a British punk guy with a big mohawk. I don't know his name, but he's in the newer Game of Thrones series, and he was really good. And then, kind of the highlight for me was Lev Schreiber and Vincent D'Onofrio playing Hasidic Jew gangsters who are just like ruthless killers. But filmed very well in New York City. Just some really cool action sequences, and it was, it was tense the whole way through, basically. But it did. Zoe Kravitz, you're right, Herc. Yeah, hey, Herc. Yeah, it was, but it was really good, and so we enjoyed that last night, and then went to bed early, and So I came up this morning and listened to some records and drank 3 cups of coffee and watched Rachel. And she had Greg Elmer on, the director and producer of her documentary. Did see that this week, and so we can talk about that after a while if we want. But I'll show some records. I didn't get any heavy hitter collections this week. That's a little bit harder to do every week, but I got some commons and some things that I've been enjoying, and so I'll just go through some of those now. I found a bunch of 75-cent records and have been kind of going through and cleaning those, and some of them are in pretty good shape, some of them aren't. Hi, Ryan. So there's this one. This is really good, actually. Jazz at the Downstairs Club. It's on Rondelette. Look at that label. Kind of a cool label. I don't know anything about this label, but it's the Revelers. So this was in really good shape. So it's like I've said before, when you find cheap records, old records from the 50s, early 60s, they're often kind of hammered. But when you find one where the jacket and the album are in really good shape, it's kind of I don't know, it's neat. It's like somebody took care of it. It does kind of look like Matador or Riverside a little bit. Let's see here. One I got at that estate sale that I didn't show last week, but I just cleaned it, is this Jazz Omnibus. I haven't listened to it yet. It's a 6i, but it's got Louis Armstrong, Turk Murphy, Errol Garner, Duke Ellington, Dave Brubeck, J.J. Johnson, the Jazz Messengers, Don Burden. Actually has Miles Davis on it. So I'm looking forward to listening to this. It's probably VG, but yeah, probably should be good for 75 cents. Can't beat it, right? Picked up this week and I listened to this. So good. This is really fun to play the keyboard with, because it's just blues scales and stuff like that. But George Thorogood he's fantastic. I really like him. Here's one I picked up yesterday at we were at a thrift store yesterday. Miss Clyde McFadder's Greatest Hits. I don't know anything about it. Ray Ellis and his orchestra. So on MGM. So I'm looking forward to listening to this today. It's kind of interesting. These green rocks. I don't know if they're covered in algae or what that is really. Maybe it's just the filter. But this was in really good shape, like near mint condition. So I was happy to that. It's starting to snow in New Hampshire, huh, Ian? We have snow up in the mountains here, but we won't get any in the valley till probably after the new year. I was happy to pick this up, the Steely Dan. It's their second album, I guess, from '73. It starts off with Bodhisattva. How do you pronounce that? Anyway, I'm going through the 74s to pick my top 25, and I listened to Pretzel Logic again, and I didn't have it in my top 25, but it's going to go in the top 25. Their albums just sound so good. I came by, I was at the record shop this weekend. I came by, is it Donald Fagen's Nightfly? But it was $25, and I didn't quite want to spend that on it, but I hear that's really good. I think I probably streamed it a couple of times a few years ago, but I'm glad to have this in my collection. So I still don't have, is it Buy Me a Thrill or Can't Buy Me a Thrill, or their first album? So 4 to 6 inches on Tuesday. Oof. You're going to be shoveling snow now instead of leaves, Ian. You guys know that I like Living Stereos. I got this. This is in really good shape. I got this yesterday. Big band guitar. And then one that I was really pleasantly surprised to get, and I listened to it this morning, the first half, and wow, is it really good. It's opera. It's a Shaded Dog, and it's Zinka Milanov, and it's got several operas: La Boheme, Madame Butterfly, Othello, Riscala, But this, man, I'm going to listen to this again this afternoon. I was just, and it's an LSC, which is cool. So I'm really excited to get this. I think I'm close to 160 living stereos now. I picked this up at a shop in town here, and I like Leonard Cohen, but I didn't connect with this. I don't know. Do you guys like this? I just didn't. I didn't really hook up with it. Maybe I need to spend more time with it, but I don't know. I don't know. Should I like Leonard Cohen more than I do? It's on a 2i Columbia, and so it's like early first press or early press, and it sounds good, but yeah, I don't know. One I did pay up a little bit for is this at the record shop, Silvertone by Chris Isaak. This is my first. I love Chris Isaak. One of my favorite albums of all time is San Francisco Days, and also Baja Sessions. And I really want to get those on vinyl. They're not cheap, but this is an early one that it's a repress, I think anyway. I'm not sure. Let's see. Hey, Joe's here. It's 35 degrees in North Carolina. Are people still golfing now, Joe? One that I pulled out of my for sale records and listened to it, and now I'm totally going to keep it, is this Roy Buchanan Livestock. Wow. This was really fun to play the keyboard too as well. I was just blown away. Excuse me. I want to get more of his stuff. It's really good. It's fantastic. It's a live recording, and he just tears it up. So I didn't see Paul here, but I wonder if you guys, I've had these for a while and then just come across them. I'm selling them in my stuff because I didn't want them, but I wonder if you guys know Golden Voyage, Volume 1. There's Volume 2, and I think there's a Volume 3 and a best of. But these are kind of interesting. Not ambient, maybe a little. Do you guys put in the comments below if you guys know these, and if somebody wants them, I'm happy to pass them on. They're cheap records. But I was when I first saw these years ago, I got this one, the Volume 1, and then found Volume 2, and I thought, oh, this isn't still in the shrink. I thought, I thought they were interesting. Let's see. Course stays open year round. Okay. Yeah, grass never stops growing. I bet. Yeah, that'd be cool to be able to. I haven't golfed in a while, but Rochelle and I have been talking about it. In a few years, I think we're gonna start going some more and do it as a couple, kind of a thing, when we're not riding motorcycles. So, my youngest daughter, picked up an album, a double album, this week that I was blown away by, and we've listened to it a couple times now. And it's this Icelandic artist, Lavi, spelled Laufey, but it's pronounced Lavi. And wow, this is so good. This is her. She's got 3 albums. This is her second album. This is a double 45 on this cool blue vinyl. But she really scored on this one. I was kind of proud of her for picking such a great Lavi. There you go, Fluffy. I was proud of her for finding something so cool. And this is a really, really good album. Stream her stuff. At least stream this. This is Bewitched, guys, and see what you think about it. She's kind of, I don't know, not crooner, but it's jazzy, and just fantastic. It's kind of in this slip case. It's got a booklet, I think. Oh, it comes with a game, Chutes and Ladders, inside. with a little spinner, which I thought was kind of funny. I don't know the connection there. It probably is. And then I've got a booklet in it. But yeah, really good. So let's see. Oh, okay. Your sister's been to a concert of hers, Fluffy. That's cool. Let's see. Okay, I have a few albums here that I had pulled out. I've got a little stack of signed albums, and I thought some of them are kind of funny, and I thought I would just show some of these signed albums that I've come across over the last couple of years, and I was, especially when it's like independent press kind of stuff, like this. Check this out. Walt Rogers 4. Look at that hair. Is that a mullet? Would that be classified as a mullet? Maybe. I don't know, but I love that tie. They all four of them sign it on the back. Jim and Ursula, it's nice to call you friends, Walt. And then happiness, Helen Thompson. And thanks, love, Rogers. And best wishes, Love Gibson. Maybe that's just her name. Anyway, it's kind of funny. Classic family photo. Yes, it is. Here's this is cool. This is Pete Jolly. Herb Alpert is on his A&M album. He says, Dave, really enjoyed doing the concert for you. Many thanks for a wonderful stay, Pete Jolly. Piano player. This one's great. Joey Travolta. I think I might have shown this one before. It says, Spark, thank you for being such a good friend to Wendy. So I don't know if Wendy is his girlfriend or his wife, but thanks for being such a good friend to Wendy. And thank you for everything you do, Joey. It's kind of, you can't see it very well, but he's written it right here. And this is a promo. Ooh. Okay, here's an organ artist from the 70s. You guys are going to get a kick out of this one. Pete Oden, the country gentleman, by request. Look at that guy, huh? Love the glasses and the suit. It's fantastic. And that wrought iron chair. He says, my thanks to Christy. Best wishes to a pretty lady, Pete Oden. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Oden, O-D-E-N. Here's one that I've had for a long time that I just love the cover to. This is Chris Owens. Look at that macrame dress over her swimsuit, over her bikini. This says, to Larry, the biggest prick I know, Chris Owens. Galveston wins. And then one that I'm keeping as my favorite of the signed albums, and I have just fallen in love with this lady, and I've gotten 4 of her albums now, and that's Anita O'Day. This is her Live in Tokyo album from 1979. She was getting older at that point, but I said this before. She's when she discovered heroin, she said, "Oh, now I don't have to drink anymore," which I think is funny. But I think she's my favorite lady crooner. I do like Julie London, some of the other ones, but Anita O'Day just has. And the backing, the band, and everything is just really good, really good. So this is something that's from my personal collection. All right. Oh man, I only burned 19 and a half minutes there, guys. Oh, how am I going to stretch this out? Well, let's see. I have some of you know that I have recently. I have a group of songs that I haven't done anything with, and I recently sent them to Mark Anthony Kaye to master for vinyl. So I'm gonna try. We'll see how it works out. I mean, I'm taking the steps along the way, to get 100 albums pressed or so, and I'm nervous. I'm pretty self-conscious about my music, but I've gotten some decent feedback, and just kind of one of those things I want to document and put out there, and we'll see how it goes. So he's in the process. I'm at noon today. I'm going to do a Zoom call with him, and we're going to go over some of the details and see where we're at. I mean, it sounds like it's going good, and he says that he can get it sounding good for vinyl. But we'll see. I've never done it before, but because I'm a record lover now, I just thought, it'd be really good to have this music, on vinyl, something that I can share with my friends, and we'll see how it goes. It's a process. There's no doubt, because you got to do the artwork, and I'm not sure. I have to ask them about publishing. I know some record pressing places won't. They require you to publish it, or to make sure that you have the rights to the music, and it's all original music. But we'll see how that goes. And then I guess once you submit it, hey, John's here. Once you submit it, then I guess it takes probably a couple months, depending on where you submit it. That's another thing I need to ask him too. There's a lot of different places, and I found one that has a Portland address, but the records are pressed in Taiwan. So I don't know how that's going to go, but I'm sure he can point me in the right direction, and get me taken care of and help me out along the way. So, okay. Let me talk a little bit about Rachel's The TV Show. I know a handful of you have seen it. Some of you haven't. And I watched it. Rochelle and I watched it this week. It's only 33 minutes long. And so I don't have a whole lot to say about it, mostly because I'm not qualified other than just to taste. But it's very well constructed. The editing, the music, it seems episodic. And my biggest criticism is that it's too short. That I didn't, and Greg only had a certain amount of, hey, Susie, only had a certain amount of material to work with. But I found myself, I kind of felt like a 30-minute trailer. I really wanted more. I wanted to know more about Rachel and Sue's relationship. I wanted to know more about the show, and I wanted more of a character arc in there. I thought that all the interviews were great, and it was just too condensed, I think, for, I think that's about my only criticism, is that I wanted more. And maybe maybe that can be like a compliment, I guess, because it just went by too quick, and I wanted to know more about the characters. I wanted to know a little bit more about the chat and stuff like that. I thought the framing it around the election was good. I thought it gave a great picture into the show's dynamic. So it would have been fun to do more, for sure. Yep. I thought it was too short. It was too short. Yeah, I wanted more. Other than that, I mean, Greg definitely is talented. He's done this before and knows what he's doing. I thought the editing was great. It had kind of a sparse score to it, but I thought that suited it really well. And it was good. I think overall I'd give it a thumbs up. Were the sex scenes racy? Most of that was cut out, I think. The censors got after that. But hopefully something can, if you haven't seen it, go support Greg. It's $6. Even if you don't like it, just, he's an artist, and he deserves our support, because, to be struggling artist is par for the course. And I just, if if you can at all, I know you guys can all skip a coffee or a donut or whatever, and toss him that. It's only going to be up for, I think, maybe a couple more weeks, and then he's going to be submitting it to some film festivals. Hopefully he gets in, and we all get to see him have some further success with this. But it definitely, I'm a fan of Greg. I really think he's a great guy. He's very measured. He's got great taste in music, and so I'm rooting for him and the doc to do really well. Yeah, exactly, Rochelle. I was flabbergasted that Rob hadn't watched it. Shame on you, Rob, for not watching the doc. I think he almost, it felt kind of like this morning, it felt kind of like he did it to say he hadn't, kind of a thing. But yeah, I'm sure he'll watch it. He's going to watch it, but he's his own man, and that's kind of his thing. Hey, DJ Vinyl Vertigo. So anyway, let's see. Let's do this. Boom, there we go. Okay, so if anybody wants to come up, whoops, you're welcome to come hang out, and we can talk about anything you want. I'm going to probably keep it to an hour today because I need to prepare for my Zoom chat with Mark Anthony and we'll yeah. Anyway, Chauncey. Yeah, I see Rob plenty. I don't need to see him in a film, right? Rob's great. I love Rob. He's a good guy. He's definitely. I love his. I generally never miss his Tuesday and Thursday streams when I'm in the truck. It's good to see him and Mazzy and Jim hang out, and whoever he has up, Michael Johnson, Poetry on Plastic. It's always good to hear his stuff. Hell, you know what? I was watching. Speaking of Michael, Poetry on Plastic, I think he's like the good-looking brother of Adam Sandberg. Does that look at Adam Sandberg and look at Michael Poetry? And they definitely could be brothers. We were watching some, was it Lonely Island? My girls were showing me some of their stuff. Of course, the classic Dick in a Box from SNL. Adam, I said, yeah, you're right, Herc. It's Andy Sandberg. That's right. Yeah, Chauncey. Michael's good looking. He's a good looking guy. So and he's got his new music room being put together, which looks really fun. It's fun to get a snapshot or a picture of people doing something that, I mean, it's got to be just a huge rush to build a house and then construct a room from scratch, just the way you want it. And of course, he's got so much knowledge about hi-fi stuff that it'll be cool to see it come along and see the finished product when he's done. I'm sure he'll do a video on it, and yeah, we'll get to see that. Let's see. Are you talking about Rob? He should pay for it. Even if you get a free preview, you should pay for it for sure. I think anyway. What's the box thing, Ian? I tried the box thing with Mrs. Big E, and she laughed and laughed. Oh, the Dick in a Box. Yeah, it's very funny. Justin Timberlake and him. I think that was their first. Was that their first one? The new one is about, I think, Thanksgiving at a retirement home, something like that. And there's a bunch of old people making out, French kissing and stuff like that. It's hilarious. Production quality is very good in it. Okay. So, what can I tell you guys? Oh, hey, Mazzy. Rob was offered a free link like all of us who were interviewed. It expired before he watched it. Well, he should pay for it. $6. The guy's got a huge record budget, and he I think Greg. I think he's obligated to for Greg's sake. Yes, we did have stuffing. Stuffing. You know, the thing about stuffing is it can be. There's no two stuffings that are alike unless you're getting it out of a box. But Rochelle made incredible stuffing, and it's so good when it's a little crunchy on top. You know, you get the bread that it toasts on top, and then you have the real moist below it. And she put pomegranate in it, and man, that was really good, so good. We had turkey. She made a ham. I'm a ham guy, so we had turkey and ham, and with minced. Would it be minced or crushed pineapple rubbed all over the ham, so that it kind of gives it this real sweet. I've still got. I think we still have a couple pounds of ham. I'll be having ham sandwiches all week, which will be really good. Take those in the truck with me. Let's see. Oh, what's this? Ian? Lemon bars and bacon. Oh no, that's Chauncey saying that. That sounds good. I wonder if that. I mean, I like bacon on sweet things, like Voodoo Donuts makes a bacon maple bar here in Portland. That's really good. Hey, Chris, how you doing, man? Happy holidays to you too. Let's see. Yes, it was really fun, son. I love to cook. She loves to cook. Yeah, it does help that we've had a couple restaurants. Let's see. I am here in 2 weeks. Rochelle and two of our daughters head off to Ireland. They're going to be over there for a month, visiting my sister and her family. So I'm going to be home alone for a while. So hopefully I get a lot of big, lots of overtime. And no, I don't own my truck, Ian. I work for a company, agricultural company, and I haul for them. These days, for a truck driver, it's not. It used to be a real when if you wanted to drive truck, you wanted to be an owner operator. But these days, restrictions and costs are so high, and the margins are so low that it makes it difficult to be an owner operator. There's still a lot of guys that do it, but most of them are old timers. They've been doing it since the 80s and stuff like 80s and 90s and stuff like that. So it's so much, when you have your own truck, maintenance on it, you have to save a couple $1,000s a month just for maintenance, and there's road tax, and there's all sorts of red tape that you have to go through. And I just kind of feel like because I got on with my company, I kind of, my yard is only two miles from my house, so I can be there in 7 minutes basically. And by the time I get in the car, and I don't have to, when I come home, I don't have to think about the business, and they pay me well. And so it works out great for me. And I don't do long haul anymore. A lot of guys that are owner operators in Oregon, they're either they do long haul or they're log truck drivers. If you're an owner operator and driving a log truck, you can do pretty good. But here's the deal about being a log truck driver. When you're going up on some of these spurs and in these logging roads in the wet, it's scary. It's really scary. And these guys, the guys that do it, have been doing it since they could walk, basically. And they don't. I still get nervous on some of the sketchy stuff. I don't like to chain up. I have to do it every year in the winter, going up in the mountains. But going up on log roads that's a real. Those guys are superhuman. Because that you get sliding on a log road going down, and you can't stop, and because those logs, that weight will just push you down the hill, and that can be really dicey. But we got to have guys that do it, and luckily we have some guys that still do it. Let's see. Loki, Fluffy, Rochelle also usually prepares a giant raw potato for the middle of Marty's plate. It's usually a centerpiece of Oregon Nights, I believe. We had mashed potatoes that were delicious. I love a little bit of mayo in the mashed potatoes, and then you got to add butter and salt to that and pepper. So, and then afterwards, like I had a yesterday, Saturday, I had another plate of left because there's always leftovers from, and I just took El Yucateco hot sauce, the habanero, which is some of my favorite. I love hot sauce, and I just coated all of them with green bean casserole and the ham and the turkey and the potatoes, just coated all with hot sauce. You know, so much so that your scalp is sweating. That's the best. So all my leftovers will have hot sauce on it throughout the week. Let's see. Oh, okay. How far do you class as long haul? So overnight, Ian. Anything that's basically where your overnight is considered OTR, which is called over the road. I do on average a couple nights a month. I haven't in about a month and a half, but I'll take runs to Idaho and Eastern Washington, and sometimes down to LA. Sometimes I go down and get a load of carbon, and it's like these huge 1-ton bags, these bulk bags full of carbon. And if you know what carbon, it's like graphite, like pencil, and the dust is just insane. When I'm strapping it down, you just get covered in this carbon, and it's a really messy job. And the place we go is in Compton, and it's in this kind of industrial area, and it's really tight backing in, and I drive a day cab, but it doesn't have a sleeper on it, so I got to find a hotel that I can park the truck at and get out of. And I've done it a few times now, so I got it down, but that can be kind of a mess. Like I'll take a load of lumber down into California and then pick up a load of carbon to come back. But they make a slurry out of it and for fertilizer, and because it adds something, they spray it on up here, but it's a real messy process. Press my own records with the carbon. Yeah, right. Exactly. I used to, when I was driving long haul, when I first got when you first get your commercial driver's license, you basically, when you're a rookie, you basically, long haul is what you need to do to earn your stripes, more or less. And I had I drove for I'm sure you've seen I drove for May Trucking. Their home base is here in Brooks, Oregon, which is about 13 or 14-minute drive away. So that was close. And so I would go out for 12 days and come home for 2 days, and then go out for 12 and then come home for 2. So that's really hard on the family life. I waited to do it until my girls were grown up and made it easier. I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. I got to see the country, drive all over the place, and they gave me a brand new truck, which was like a spaceship. Unbelievable, with a camper on it. I had an air fryer and a comfortable bed and a fridge and the whole deal. It's pretty amazing how self-contained those are. But when I got the opportunity to work for the company I do now, I took it because it was because I'm home every night, and it's a great company, and they treat me really well. We have in my team, we have I think 8 drivers right now, and I haul doubles a lot. So yeah, it worked out great for me. Yeah, 12 days, right? Excuse me. Yeah, some of those, once you get the hang of backing, it becomes second nature after a while. Of course, you can't back doubles. You can back up a double maybe 20 feet, but then the trailer starts to kink, and then you're done for. So when you're hauling doubles, you have to make sure that you can get into a place to turn around. It's much easier to back just a single trailer, but in Oregon we actually have triples. In Oregon and Washington, you can drive triples. You can't down in California, but we have guys driving triples up here quite a bit, which is like a train going down the freeway. Pretty wild. And those are not, those are, because they're so long, those guys are all day drivers. They're all day cabs. So you'll have a UPS triple driving from Portland down to Southern Oregon. Nice try, Waxed. I'm not putting you up unless you take your screen down. Wax is in the isn't backstage. So think again, buddy. If you want to, if I see that it's you, I'll let you up, but not when you're like you are. So let's see. Here's the deal with the beard. I grow it for Rochelle and my daughters. They absolutely love it, so I grow it every winter. And Rochelle is like, you can shave it off if you want, if it's bothering you too much. You get food caught in it, and I'm always, if I'm eating something that's like fried chicken or whatever, I'm always get the grease in my beard here and wash it and stuff like that. And so I'm gonna have it for a little while until Rochelle goes to Ireland, and then I'll shave it off. What's this? I've never had a beard, Rochelle, so I don't know how they work exactly. What's really wild about having a beard too is I'll when I take a shower at least once a week, I'll put conditioner in it, and it really, it's amazing, because normally whiskers are kinky, they're kind of stiff, and when you put conditioner in it, it just makes it so soft, and it feels different. Yeah. All right, enough beard talk. That's good. You should. I'm here to help you laugh. Hey, okay, here we go. Joe, how you doing, man?
Marty, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Yeah. Still enjoying your little shorts with your records. I come across those every other day or so. They're fun to get a slice of what you're listening to.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I get any traction on. Nobody watches my videos. So
I thought about trying to do some shorts, but I just don't know. Maybe something in the truck or whatnot, but
and I said that nobody watches my videos, but I really don't care. I just do it for fun, so I don't care if people watch them or not.
Yeah,
the shorts are just, I just like showing off stuff. Most of the time, it's stuff I just recently found or enjoy listening to. So
I on my Instagram feed is like, it's a photo album for me, and I do it for myself first. So I'll reminisce, go back a couple years, look at some motorcycle or some drone footage and stuff that I've done, and it's fun. First and foremost, this is for me. I do want people to enjoy it, and I love hanging out with friends and stuff. But yeah, I don't have any illusions about spreading, being really getting. I suppose if you wanted to do that, you got to put the content out. You've got to be on top of it every day, right? And just go for it. Yeah.
Right. No. Yeah. And if whatever happens, I'm kind of like you, just having a good time.
Right.
My sons give me a hard time about it, and my wife. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're just joking with me, making fun of how I say stuff, which I've never been able to pronounce anything correctly, more or less spell anything correctly. So I'm always saying stuff incorrectly.
Well, I know you don't hear your own accent, but it's lovely, and I think it adds to the flavor of what you do. And
there you go.
It's always good to hear, for sure.
Now, I came in late because I was out and about, but someone mentioned that y'all celebrate Thanksgiving the day after.
No, that we just did that this year because of our daughters were in town, and it worked out on the Friday. Yeah, no, it's Thursday. We didn't have much hauling to do this week, so I had a lot of the week off. So it's been great just to relax at home and listen to music and hang out with the family.
Yeah, my wife had all week off. I had to work. My boss went on vacation. We were going to go on vacation the whole week of Thanksgiving, go out of town, but he actually won a trip because he'd been with the golf course for 30 years.
Oh, wow. So
he won a trip, and they actually picked Thanksgiving week, so we had to reschedule. So I went to work.
Okay.
And we're off. The course stays open year round. They close Christmas Day. And
wow.
if we have a hurricane, we'll close for a hurricane. That's about it. So
how far are you from the coast where you're at?
I live right on the coast.
Is it?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm on southeast Georgia. I'm right on the water.
Oh, you're in Georgia, not Carolina.
No,
okay, that's right.
no,
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm southeast Georgia. I'm in between Jacksonville, Florida, and Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
So I'm right on the coast.
All right. Did you grow up there?
Yeah, born and raised. Me and my wife both born and raised right here.
Okay.
The city's called Brunswick, Georgia.
Okay.
Is where I'm from, but we're in between. Like I said, we're in between. Most people ask where I live at. Most people don't know Brunswick. Tell them Savannah. Tell them Jacksonville, Florida. We're right in. Yeah, we're right in between there.
So how far away are you from Augusta?
Augusta is northeast kind of Georgia.
Okay.
From me. So I'm probably 4 or 5 hours from Augusta.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So climate difference between like Augusta and where you're at all, or is it
very similar? I would say here's a lot more humid because we're literally surrounded by water,
Yeah.
And it's very humid here. Yeah.
Do you have gators in Georgia?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. One of the largest natural preserves in the world, Okefenokee Swamp.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that.
Yeah, it is loaded with alligators.
Do you ever get gators in the water at the course?
Yeah, we have gators all over here. They get you see them on the beach. They get in salt water and everything.
So do people stay out of, avoid the water?
They really don't bother you. They really don't. The ones that you see on the in the salt water, they're coming out of the rivers, and they're just looking for something to eat. They really stay away from people.
Yeah.
It's when people start messing with them.
Yeah.
And or they have a little dog or something that's near the water.
Yeah.
And that the alligator's not trying to attack people. They're just trying to eat, just like anybody.
How about snakes? Big snakes?
Oh yeah, big snakes. A lot of rattlesnakes.
Oh really? Rattlesnakes? We have those in Oregon here too. Yeah, that's about the only. We've got smaller stuff, but in Eastern Oregon,
that's the biggest thing. We got rattlesnakes. If you're talking about poisonous rattlesnakes and cottonmouths are really big here.
Okay.
And water moccasins. Those are
okay.
And of the three that I just mentioned, the water moccasins are probably the most aggressive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're in the swamps and all over in the water too, right?
Yeah. A lot of pond. We have a lot of freshwater ponds, lakes, and stuff. So they're abundant, to say the least.
Yeah. Do you fish at all?
I do, mostly freshwater. I do like saltwater fishing, but I'm mostly freshwater.
Is it bass a lot down there, or what?
A lot of bass, a lot of brim, a lot of catfish.
Okay.
So yeah, that's mainly, and then that's mainly what we're after. A lot of shrimping, real big. We're known for Georgia shrimp. We're known for our shrimp around here.
Okay.
So.
Do you like shrimp?
I do.
What's your favorite way to make it?
I'll be honest with you. I'll eat them anyway, but fried is probably the best. Fried shrimp, fried fish is. It's not necessarily good for you, but I'm not eating it every day. So if I'm not eating it every day, I prefer having it fried.
Do you got to have it with cocktail sauce, or do you put hot sauce on them, or what do you like with your fried shrimp?
Either way, my wife's not big on mayonnaise.
Okay.
So she doesn't like the tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce. Yeah.
But the crazy thing is that she eats ranch. So.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
And ranch is made with mayonnaise.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. I'm more of a if I'm having a dressing, it's got to be blue cheese, I think, for the most part. Yeah.
So did you participate in Record Store Day?
I didn't, because it was Friday and we had the girls here, and there wasn't. The only real album that I was interested in was a Wilco album.
I got you.
But I'm sure I can pick that up at a later time, and but it was fun seeing everybody's everybody's haul and their experience with it. Did you?
I did. I haven't been collecting. I don't know how long have you been collecting records?
I've had seriously for just like 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but I had records, but when the girls were younger and stuff, and had it, just a handful. 50 to 100 or whatever, but now I got the sickness really bad.
Right. And that's kind of where we're on the same kind of timetable. I go every year, Record Store Day, Black Friday, and the regular in April.
Okay.
I go every year. I sit there and look through the list, and I maybe complain. I don't complain about not seeing anything I like. Or I usually get something, even if it's not on the list. I get something in the store. So,
do you have a local shop that you like?
We have one.
Okay. That's all. How big is Brunswick? Is it you say Brunswick?
Yeah, right? Brunswick. Okay. Yep. I want to guess we're growing leaps and bounds every year, it seems like. But we have a federal law enforcement training facility here that's been here since the 70s, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So we get a lot of people coming here to train for, all different types of federal government, law enforcement, you name it, any type of government. And I think they have another one in South Carolina, I believe. So we're a tourist town, and a lot of people are moving here after they, vacation here. When they get to retirement age, they'll move here because they like the city. So we've grown leaps and bounds. And I would guess the population is, we have, I don't know how it is in Oregon, but we have Brunswick City, which is proper, which is actually small.
Mm-hmm.
But we have the outlying county is Glenn County.
The burbs.
Yeah, that's where I live, is in Glenn County. And I would say we're probably pushing 50 to 65,000 people.
Okay. Yeah, that's like a mid-size.
Yeah. And I'm totally guessing. But that's what I would think we're around that number.
Big enough to have your own record store.
Yeah, and we've only got that in the last, like I said, when I first started collecting, he was open maybe a little bit before I started buying records. So he's been here probably 5 years.
Okay.
And I mean, we had record stores back in the day, but that was before my time. We had some other music shops locally in our mall. But when I was going in there, I was buying CDs. So I wasn't buying records. I didn't even pay attention if they even had records in there. So
DJ Vinyl Vertigo, you should be wrenched up. You should be all good. So now you have kind of Rochelle calls it my trap line, like a group of thrift stores and stuff that I like to go to.
Yeah.
Once a week. You have that where you have the regular thrift stores.
Yeah. I'll stop in the different thrift stores. I mean, I don't know how it is where you're at. It's hit or miss. Sometimes but I always stop in. Because I'm looking for, I mess with repairing speakers and turntables and stereos, and I piddle with stuff. So I'm looking, and cassettes. I like to mess with cassette tapes as well.
Okay.
But there's times I might find a handful of things a week, and then sometimes I'll walk out with maybe 50, 75 records.
Yeah.
But that's few far in between.
So records here, the Goodwills that we have here, that every record is $4, which is just too much for a lot of.
Yeah, that's high.
It's really high. That we have a few places where it's $1 or $2, and I'll find those places. But I do pretty good in there's lots of little towns with just a couple thousand people.
Right.
And when you go into like an antique store or whatever, and they have a crate full of records, and they don't know what they are, they're just $1 or $2 a piece. So that's where I get the most.
Right.
Stuff's not picked through, where you can find gems and that kind of stuff, which is really nice.
The Goodwill here, the full size LPs are $1.99.
Wow. Yeah.
And then normally it depends on who's putting the stickers on stuff. The 45s range from 99 cents to $1.50. So
okay. Oh, Maxter got the Wilco. Yeah, it's got Tweety and some stuff. So I'm looking forward to. I'm going to pick that up at some point along the way.
With my local record store, I've got a good deal because I went to school with his son in high school, and me and him have become friends. And so with Record Store Day, I just tell him what I want, and he orders it.
Nice.
The record store, collectors here in Glenn County are few.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, there's not.
which is good for you.
Yeah, it's great for me, but there's, I'm not having to stand in line for hours. When he opens,
okay,
there's not people waiting to get in.
Yeah. Okay, so. That's nice. What is Loki saying here? Marty, if anyone else tries to join the panel called The Waxed or similar, just let them up. I'll be able to determine their real identity through a combination of sight and 93 questions. No, I'm not letting anybody up. That's not.
That's a lot of words to type. It'd be easier if you just come up on screen and talk to us.
Right, Loki. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd already have to check my spelling 3 or 4 times as much as he wrote.
I'd be backspacing through that all sorts of times.
Yeah.
You picked up the Wilco too, DJ. Yeah, that's cool. What did you get on Record Story that you like?
I've got it right here.
Yeah.
I got the and I got to take it out of the sleeve because I know how Mazzy gets. He loses his nerves over people not taking
there you
out.
Go. Yeah.
I got the Dylan.
And there's 4 tracks on that, I guess, that weren't on.
Yeah, and I'm sure I've read the story before and I can't remember why, but originally it came with the 4 tracks that were taken back.
Okay.
But some of them got out. Some of the early issues got out, and those are like in my kind of like what is it, the Forrest Gump. It's $1 million. It's $1 million record,
Yeah.
If you find it. So I mean, these songs are on his bootlegs and different things, but this is the only way that you could get the, unless you find an original, those 4 tracks, 4 included original tracks.
Hey, Scott.
So.
Hello, guys.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Hey there, Scott.
Did you do Record Store Day? Thank you.
Huh?
You too. Did you do Record Store Day too?
Yes, I did. I stayed within my budget, though. I'm really happy about that. But,
that's a win right there, right?
Although that's kind of not true in a way because I stayed within budget on Record Store Day, but then today I kind of went online.
Okay.
Days, so.
Yeah. What's your top score, do you think?
Well, the top thing that I wanted to get was the Curtis Mayfield because I wanted a good sounding one.
Okay.
And the Miles Davis, I wanted that one. And but the one that I got that I really, really love so far that I've listened to is the Ghost Note. They're kind of like a funk soul funk jam band, kind of like Lettuce or like Galactic, that kind of stuff. And it's amazing.
That's cool.
It blew me away.
Yeah, I'm not even familiar with that.
I don't know about him either. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
It probably can be streamed, right, Scott?
Oh yeah, Ghost Note, and it has it's Ghost with with a hyphen.
With a musical note.
Yeah. No, it says note. It says note. Ghost Note. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Check that out.
A dash in between the 2 words.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Scott, where are you at?
I'm in Gulfport, Florida, which is Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds south a little ways.
I'm sorry.
Is that southern Florida?
Yeah. It's I'm pretty south of Joe there.
Yeah.
I used to play rugby in high school, and we used to go to Tampa to play different tournaments and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm across the bay from Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
I'm towards the beach.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Did you grow up down there, Scott?
No, I'm a New Yorker. I'm from New York City. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you miss it? You miss New York?
I do and I don't. I do because I miss it aesthetically. I don't miss it financially.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's why I left.
I'd like to visit New York.
Yeah.
I've never been up there. The furthest north that I've been up on the East Coast is Baltimore, Maryland. So I've never been up to New York.
Go Orioles.
Yeah, go sometime. Just make sure you have some painkillers, because the first day you're gonna have a headache from it's a lot of excitement.
I can imagine.
It's a lot.
I can imagine. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live there. I want to visit. I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah, indeed.
Even visiting, the first day you're gonna be like, "Whoa, I'm exhausted already." Yeah.
Last time, let's see, I was in New York City in 2013 or 14, and my buddy and I went up to the top of the Empire State at midnight.
Oh wow,
that was really cool. That's
an experience.
He had just smoked a joint and was paranoid. He was so paranoid. He was afraid he was going to get caught, and we were going to get in trouble and all this kind of stuff. But we made it up, and it was fun.
That's cool.
see here. Joe, what else you get?
The only other record, well, I got there was a late entry for the record store day list. It was a 45. My oldest son actually has it because he wanted to listen to it, but it was the Masters of War, Bob Dylan 45.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, it had an interview with I can't remember who it was. I can't remember the name of the guy, but anyways, it's not going to be. I wanted it because it was. I'm not a big 45 person, but it wasn't going to be able to release the stream, so I wanted to pick that up. I've heard Masters of War, but I was curious about the interview.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah. And the other thing was somebody Raji said about the T-Bone. Yeah, I got the T-Bone Walker, T-Bone Blues, and this is a mono. It's a mono. It originally came out in 1959 mono, and I've seen a few of these, but they're most of the time they're beat pretty bad.
That's a good record. Yeah.
And then it also came. It was pretty neat. And I think both of the Dylan was like $25 where I was at, and this was I think $29, and it came with a 10-inch EP.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh cool.
So that's pretty neat. So that was the two, and then I got quite a few things. I went down to McClenny. DJ, you probably or Scott, you might know McClenny, Florida.
I think I haven't been there, but I've seen it on the maps. Yeah.
Yeah. A friend of mine lives down there, and I met him through Whatnot. Actually, he was a school teacher and started selling during COVID on Facebook, and then when Whatnot became a thing, he got on there and actually quit his job teaching and opened a record store.
Wow.
So I went down there for his record store day. I had to go into work for a little bit, so I didn't get down. It's about an hour and 30 minutes from where I'm at, and I went down there for record store day. Got down there about 12 o'clock. Again, small town, a lot smaller than Brunswick, and there wasn't, he had a good crowd in there, but I didn't buy any record store titles there. I bought quite a few other records that he has. He has a good selection. Good record store.
Mm-hmm.
Are you buying for stuff to resell or for stuff for your own collection?
I buy and I listen to everything.
Yeah.
And, I might keep it for, forever. Or I might say, hey, this ain't for me. I pass it on down the road. I'm not one just to buy to resell per se,
right,
but I do resell, stuff that I pick up.
Yeah. I think I'm kind of in that boat as well. I actually just recently, I had a booth at my friend's antique store, but she got sick, and so she closed it. And I just this last week got in. We have a big coffee shop bookstore called The War in here. It's really kind of hipster place here in town. Really cool. And they gave me. I have about 300 records, and I have a 9-space Holy Moly wall there, and I went in and checked on yesterday, on Friday, just to see what was up, and I had sold a ton of records. So
that's good.
Yeah, I was really pleased. Yeah, really, it pays for my habit, and it's fun. Yeah. Do you have a Whatnot auction coming up at some point scheduled?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna get on today.
Oh, really? What time is your?
I've got it set for 6 o'clock, but I don't have to do it at 6. I'll do it as soon as I get off of your show. I'm gonna get ready and jump right on.
Right on. I might miss it because I'm gonna I have a Zoom call with the guy that's mastering my album. But if I catch it, I'll keep an eye out for it.
I was when I first started collecting, because I know when you first get into it, you pick up a lot. I pick up everything, whether the classical, jazz, rock, blues. It doesn't matter. If it's playable, I'll pick it up. Well, I started selling some stuff on eBay, which I didn't really like. I don't really like the eBay aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
I buy personally on eBay, but selling records on eBay, I don't really personally like it. But with my Whatnot, some friends of mine started selling on there, and their setup is pretty neat. They have like a digital streamer mixer, and they've got it plugged into their stereo, so they feed it into the Whatnot feed. So they play the record. Music. You can hear the record that they're selling.
Oh, wow.
So that's the same thing I did. I got a mixer and I'm playing the record so you can actually see the record, but also hear what you're buying. And it's kind of like, what we're doing here. I'm not trying to do an auction and fast as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff I sell, I sell high dollar stuff and I sell $2-3 records all the time on Whatnot. But I like being able to interact, introduce people to stuff that they've never listened to. And I like that aspect of it. So I've never sold anything on Discogs, and I've quit selling on eBay, two years ago, probably.
Did you pick up a bunch of mailers? Did you buy bulk mailers so that you can just package it really quick? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Whatnot has a label that you can print out. Do you do that?
Whatnot. The good thing about Whatnot is that they handle the shipping. So you just print out a label. I have a thermal printer. It just prints onto a sticky.
Oh, that's cool.
Sticky packing label, so I'm not printing and taping, I'm just sticking, very, very professional.
And you're basically just drop it off at the post office then. Is that, you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's better that you're not standing in line, paying for the shipping and all that kind of stuff.
I work on St. Simon's Island, and they have a nicer setup than the post office in Brunswick because they have like a rolling cart for pre-labeled mail. So I just dump it all in there.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Is shipping a record about $5 or $6 generally?
Well, the way I do it is a lot of times with Whatnot, you do it by the weight of the package naturally, So when I package a record with a mailer, it's over a pound. So I do 1 to 2 pounds, and I think it ends up being like $5.65 for the first record.
Okay.
And then after that, it gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And usually I do reduced shipping. So you only pay a max amount of usually $9. And that's $9 for 50 records.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Or however many you buy.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you sell records at all, Scott?
No, I don't. I sell to my local guy, to my local record store because they give me a good price. The store that I work with a lot, but
okay.
I don't sell generally. I'm thinking I might start to do that because I have so many things I like to purge. But I've run out of room.
Have you?
Yeah, absolutely run out of room.
It's an easy problem.
Yeah,
it is. It happens.
It's
really
an easy
quick.
problem to get into. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the thing for me is like I get a lot of promos too. I mean, I buy a lot of records, but I work with a local radio station. I have a radio show on Thursdays called Traffic Jam.
Are you on? Is that stream online, Scott?
Yeah, you can stream. You can go to it's WMNF. That's Walter, Mary, Nancy, Frank.
Okay.
And that's 88.5 FM. You can go online. They have an app as well.
And what time is your show?
It's 3 to 6 on Thursdays in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out, man. That's cool. What's your show called?
It's called Traffic Jam. And my particular one is All Souls Edition. They know me for my All Souls Edition because I play everything, but I definitely play a lot of soul stuff. And I play
fantastic.
Every week I play at least one Prince song every week. I'm known for that. So,
are you?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Prince album?
That's a hard one to say. I probably go to Sign of the Times a lot. And I also I like Dirty Mind as well, Okay. But I just like everything that he
Prince was he was an interesting person.
Yeah.
And,
actually, my actually favorite is nowadays is musicology. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was a very interesting guy. Yeah.
And I say that in a good way. I mean, it's just very intriguing to me and fantastic musician. I think he basically play anything, any kind of instrument, and he could wail on the guitar.
He's unbelievable. If you've ever seen him live, you've never seen anything like it. It's just scary how good he was.
Right on.
But Whatnot's in a very easy platform. I've only sold. My wife sells purses on Whatnot.
Oh, wow.
You talking about going to those thrift shops. So I go around thrift shops, and she loves purses. So I always, if I find them at a decent price, I'll take a picture of them and say, "Hey, do you want these?" And She said, yeah, grab them. So then she, like records, she gets a collection of purses. Yeah. So I started selling them on Whatnot. So, I mean, there's people selling all kinds of stuff. She uses my channel to sell the purses, but I don't sell the purses. I just help her because I have no idea about purses whatsoever. So
yeah, my sister sells. She makes a ton of money on Poshmark.
Yeah,
selling clothes and bags and stuff like that. And the kind of knowledge that, I mean, it's like knowing about records, I guess, when you just know about fashion and labels and stuff like that. It's fascinating. Right. It really is wild.
I have a friend. He makes his living. He sells sneakers.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a huge deal.
He makes a bundle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. Man.
Well, it's like record. It's like records. I mean, if you've got a source to get the stuff, and you can get a bunch of shoes, you can make a bunch. You can make a bunch of money on shoes. The big thing on Whatnot is shoes and baseball cards, Pokemon cards. I mean, they're going insane.
Yeah, Pokemon cards is crazy money. Yeah, there's some pretty wild videos on that stuff.
And I hate taking over the chat about it, but like a lot of people, like I know Mazzy and Harry's selling on Whatnot, and a lot of times people do like it's a strictly auction type format. But me, the way I do mine is more like an internet record store, if you will.
Oh, so there's no bidding on when you're doing it?
Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, I'll run stuff at auction, but it's just like I have like 800 items in my store, and it's CDs, records, cassette tapes, and I have stuff in the buy it now where you can purchase it immediately.
Oh, so you have inventory that you're not necessarily showing on a particular stream.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I bring it over to each show. Each show I have has if it doesn't sell, it's in my next show.
It's still there. Okay.
Right. So I'm not like, it's not just like a normal auction per se. I do mine a little bit different. Mine's a lot slower paced and everything like that. But there's a lot of people that don't, I pre-list everything. And there's a lot of people that.
So people know what you have. They know what you have.
And they can go in and pre-bid.
Oh, that's great.
Pre-bid on it. Yeah. But a lot of people don't do that. They'll have like, a crate full of records, and they just here's the next one, and they'll start it at $2 or $3. And you usually I set mine at whatever's a fair price to me, whatever price I'm happy with. And usually it's, I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to price, how to price records if you're selling them elsewhere, but but I'm not set on that price. I'll say, hey, if you're not happy with the price, what are you willing to offer? We'll go at that route. So that's what I like about it, really, because it's more of it's more of an interaction, like you're going into a virtual record store. That's what the word I was looking for, virtual record store. So
right on.
That's why I like it.
Well, I'm gonna check out your page, Joe, and look through your stuff. Check it out.
There's a bunch of record sellers on there.
Okay. Yeah, there is. Yeah. Once if you find an auction, you just flipping through them and just one after the other.
There's a bunch of good record sellers on there, and there's a bunch of, let's just say, not so good record sellers.
Yeah. I bet.
There's some that they come across, people that are in the big time into the storage type. They buy storage units, and then the storage unit might have records in it, and they have no clue about the record. And sometimes some of them are good, and they'll show you the record, point out any flaws. The rest, the records, because it's hard to tell on.
It is.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on screen, even though it's live. It's hard to
trust people. Yeah, like PB thought he will clean the records.
Right.
And he'll have a record up for auction, right? And he'll look at it. And if he decides like at that moment, no, I don't think I'm going to do this.
Yeah, he's pulled records just by listening to it. Yeah.
So I always trust him. I always trust him.
Right.
He won't give you a bad record,
Right. And there's some, they'll sit there and they'll show you real quick. Oh, it looks good. And run the auction. And it might be a $300 record, but it's trash.
Yeah.
But that's why I like the aspect of you put it on the table. Okay, here. We're going to drop this needle. I'm going to shut up so you can hear, and you can hear what it's playing. And sometimes sometimes nobody's in my show or whatever, and I'll sit there, I'll play a record all the way through,
and that you don't have to worry about copyright.
Not on Whatnot, no.
On Whatnot. Okay.
Now you can live stream from Whatnot to YouTube, and if you do that
might be a problem.
Well, it's a problem being that they'll shut your YouTube down, but it won't shut Whatnot down.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah.
Well, because they're not making money off of the music and commercial.
Oh, that's right. There's no advertising on Whatnot.
Yeah. It's not monetizing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. So. Well, guys, I got to get ready to do my Zoom call.
Yeah, it was good. Thank you for having me up.
Yeah, you guys are both welcome anytime. Absolutely, good to have you here, Scott. And
hey, good to meet you guys.
Yeah. You have a great rest of your Sunday, and
we'll
catch you all next week.
Y'all as well.
All right.
Take care.
Take care.
See you.
Bye-bye.